we're in a real race. China's ahead of us. We know for too long, China's dominated the production of raw materials needed for critical products. That's why we're building alliances with our friends all across the world, increasing our production here at home to create alternative sources for the minerals we need. Our goal is to bring full battery supply chain home.
Not quite the tough talk we're used to on China from last administration. President Biden, he's admitting China is ahead of us while touting his Bidenomics agenda in South Carolina.
So now Bidenomics apparently a good thing. This as Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen brings talks in Beijing to ease tensions. There she is arriving.
All right, here to react, former governor of 2024 GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley. Governor, always great to see you. They're happy to see Janet Yellen. They like her from when she went to San Francisco Fed. What message would you hope she brings to China today?
Good morning from the North Country of New Hampshire. First of all, I think the reason they're excited to see Janet Yellen is because she said that America should be doing more business with China. That's music to their ears. What she needs to be saying is, look, if you don't stop killing Americans with fentanyl, we're going to change and stop our normal trade arrangement with you. And so we've got to be tougher. Blinken went hat in hand. They're sending John Kerry to talk about the climate, and they're missing the whole point that China is having our lunch and literally preparing for war with us. We've got to start being strong, not trying to make them our friend.
Yeah, Nikki, one of the things that intrigued me is in your home state yesterday, President Biden, here's another line from him. Just today, the Department of Energy announced new incentives for companies to bring solar panel manufacturing to our shores. We're in a real race. China's ahead of us. It seems like not the tough talk from our last administration.
Yeah, I'm glad he's acknowledging China's ahead of us. They are, but they're not just ahead of us in terms of that. First of all, he's talking about critical technology going to China. Well, Commerce has a list of critical technology that we're not supposed to send to China. But the Biden administration has approved 70% of those licenses to send it. So he hasn't been serious. He talks about them getting ahead, but he's helping them get ahead. What we need to do is stop sending any critical technology to China. We need to look at the fact that they're building up their military. They're way ahead of us in having the largest naval fleet in the world, developing hypersonic missiles. We've barely started. They're moving in space and AI. And then you look at all the things that they continue to steal from us, on top of the fact that they're killing Americans. So, no, I think sending your cronies there to go make friends with China is not the answer. I think acknowledging the fact that you've literally continued to help them over the years, we've got to wake up. We have to start treating China for the enemy that they are. They are having a field day with us because they see us as naive. That has to stop.
Governor, when you look at what the Biden administration is trying to do and the White House communications team, essentially they're trying to rebrand something, the term Bidenomics a year ago was talking about high inflation, high gas prices, supply chain problems, and things you can't afford anymore. And now they're using this to say, look, the numbers aren't too bad when you look at the numbers, but people aren't feeling it.
It's because it's not real. And, Biden thinks that if he says something, it's going to be true. Let's look at what Bidenomics is. He compares it to the American dream. Ask any American family if they think it's the American dream when inflation is twice as high as what it was when he came into office. When American families are in 60% of them are in credit card debt. 1 in 6 American families can't pay their utility bill. Instead, he should be clawing back the $500 billion of unspent COVID dollars. Instead of 87,000 IRS agents going after middle America, he should be going after the hundreds of billions of dollars of COVID fraud. Those are the things he needs to be doing. Groceries and gas are still high. American families feel it. You can call it whatever you want, but it's not the American dream. And let me tell you, President Harris, she's going to be even worse than that.
Yes.
Governor, as you know, and Ms. Secretary, as you know, come August 23rd, they're going to have a debate, at which time you need 40,000 donors, and you need a certain percentage in the polls. How close are you to getting that threshold, and will you sign the form that says you'll support the eventual nominee, whether it's you or not?
We have qualified to be on the debate stage. We are looking forward to it. I have had 150,000 donations from all 50 states.
Great.
We're excited. And, I think that my guess is we have 6 or 7 on that stage at the time. And, we'll have everybody see us side by side. Yes, I will absolutely sign what we need to sign. We've got to see the bigger picture. Anyone is better than President Kamala Harris. anyone. I plan on being that person that takes on Kamala, but I'll tell you right now, every Republican should be signing that. This is not the time to get personal. This is not the time to get petty. We've got a country
You mean
to
President
save.
Biden, you mean?
Well, I think it's President Harris.
Yeah. You don't think he's going to be on the
President
ticket?
Biden, but what it really means, a vote for President Biden is a vote for President Kamala Harris. They know it. It's time that Republicans realize that.
You've been saying that for a little while. I've got a feeling NikkiHaley.com is where you would like people to go for more information about your campaign.
I would love for people to go to NikkiHaley.com. We're going to be in Lincoln and Lancaster today. We're going to be in Hanover and Henniker tomorrow. We're having a great time in the North Country of New Hampshire. I hope everybody will check us out. And if you like what we have to say, go tell 10 people.
All right.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Governor, Ambassador, Nikki, thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. 12 minutes before the time.